We're there? Right, we're there. Hello and welcome to the MatchDayVlogs preview show for the upcoming game against Sheffield United at the Mike St Mary Stadium. And we will be answering that question of did me and Jack get tickets? Coming up. So, you're busy people. I'm not going to waste your time. No is the answer. Me and Jack received our emails. You received yours today, was it?
Yeah, I got mine today. Which is
yesterday.
annoying, really, because I cleared my schedule because I assumed I was going.
We're just like definitely going, but no, we're not going. And to be honest, it looks to me like they've done it in the fairest possible way because they long-standing season ticket holders who have been to majority away games get to put into first ballot. I don't think we can't argue with that. So well done. They could have said everyone who pays the most for their season ticket gets in because then we've got to refund less money. They didn't do it that way. So well done. Well done, Southampton. Good on you. So, obviously, from my understanding of the email I got, it kind of read that basically everyone will be going into a game on rotation. So those attending the Sheffield United game won't be going to another game until all the other season ticket holders have gone. Have I read that wrong, Jack? Did you read that?
That's the gist of it I got. To be fair, I mainly read you're not going, and I was like, well, I'm not reading the rest of this.
I'm not going.
No, I don't care. It doesn't matter then, does it? Whatever.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
I don't care.
So yeah, it is what it's. I don't mind not going for a while. It's fine. I am bummed because going by that classification, I feel like we're going to be waiting a while.
Right. Yeah. We just signed up a season ticket. We've but of course, it doesn't label how much of a fan you are, but it's just the fairest possible way they could have done it. So I don't think anyone out there could be too grumpy about the outcome. But following games after that would be, was it Man City and then West Ham? If I got that right? Man City, then West Ham. And then
Mate, I couldn't remember Sheffield United, so woo, that's too far away from me.
So in true Matchday style, me and Jack scheduled this. Well, I scheduled it earlier today, and when I say earlier today, about 5:30. So Jack messaged me straight back. Who are we playing on Sunday? How relaxed are you for the season so far? I mean, we're sat here in fifth position, 20 points, and you don't even care. You don't even care who we're playing next. What a blissful position to be in.
That is all that matters. There's a lot of stress in this world right now, Mike, right?
It's too much.
There's a lot going on right now.
There is.
And to have Southampton sitting in fifth, just floating.
Right.
Playing jazz.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great just to have to be able to watch football and not be like, oh my God, what's going to happen this week? What's it going to be like?
Right.
And then after 45 minutes, Danny Ings came on, and then suddenly all the tension in my shoulders went away, just melted like butter. Just went away.
There we go. The blissful existence of a Southampton fan that we don't have the anxiety of poor performances in our schedule anymore. So good for us.
Oh, whoa. There's poor performances, but
we'll get into that.
There might not be. But it's now 50-50. It's now 50-50 rather than 75-35.
Yeah, if we have a bad day out, we won't find ourselves slipping into a relegation zone. So that's the winning factor of it. So before we jump ahead to our opponents on Sunday, let's have a quick chat about the Sunday result. No, Monday. Sorry, Monday night result. It wasn't that long ago. Quick summary of the game from my side. It wasn't particularly devastating, but we didn't start very well at all. It wasn't a great performance. There were a couple of standout players, but then we got a bit more of a consistent squad in the second half with Danny Ings coming back on, which was great to see. Redmond coming back inside, and we managed to come back from a goal down with a couple of bizarre penalty decisions. And get a 2-1 win. So we actually got points from a losing position, which is equally just as lovely.
Yeah.
But have you had any more thoughts on those penalties? The second one, the one that we got fortuitously.
I'll be honest, that penalty, even at the time, we were like, yeah, no, yes, we'll take it. but probably not. But we'll take it, and that's still my position on it
Right.
because it happened and it went our way. I can see that happen. I can see that going the other way all the time. It's just I feel like even without VAR, that could have happened. Do you know what I mean? So it's fine. Jennifer probably would have scored that free kick anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
What, even from that side?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Or Bertrand does something crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right in regards to it could have gone either way. I mean, it's one of those things where you get these decisions go against you sometimes, and occasionally they go for you. So we'll take it. You know, how many times we've been on the wrong end of these sort of decisions, and I think, like you said in the post-match thing, you know, if we're a Brighton fan, you're screaming that it's no way a penalty, and if you're a Southampton fan, you're screaming that it is. So we'll take it.
The other good thing about the game, even when we have like a bad game now, there's always seems to be like a standout player. So even if we were playing bad the first half, Vestergaard still looked good. He was still doing things, and at the end of the game, you come out of it thinking, "Well, Vestergaard was great," and it once again raises his level just that bit more with everybody. I think his standing right now is the highest it has ever been.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Vestergaard and Romeo had a good game. I think Romeo got man of the match in the end, but they were both very strong performances. And Vestergaard's header, the more I look back at that, my goodness, that was incredible. I mean, from the position where it is, the power was fantastic.
That's a header that I think every generation of football fan can enjoy. It's just like it's been levered at his head and he's just nailed it.
Right.
It's brilliant. Oh, that must have been a great concussion of a goal. Like he's just like, that was worth losing themselves for. That was wicked.
Is it the hair? Do you think he's cut his hair?
I think it is. I think he's cut his hair, and now he's a changed man.
He's a changed man indeed. And of course, Danny Ings with that absolutely magnificent penalty that he scored. I mean, that was a.
I think you were disgusted by that penalty on Monday. You sounded like you were really offended by his penalty. Just the audacity of him to do that at 1-1.
Just to wrap it so hard in the inside side net, and I thought that is pretty ballsy to do, especially with our record with penalties. I mean, it's not been great over the last 6 months with penalties, but there we go. Just quick welcome to everyone in the chat section. How we doing? Got Tom in there, and got one here that I'm going to bring up because this is very distressing. I got tickets to the Sheffield match, but I got told to self-isolate, so I can't go. That is devastating. And also, how many tickets do you have? And slip into our DMs, and we'll get. No, don't worry.
Are the tickets contaminated? They're fine,
yeah,
right?
That's true. Yeah, get in contact with the club and hopefully pass those on to the next appropriate person. That's pretty sad. That's devastating. We're terribly sorry for you. That's hopefully you'll be able to get the rotation so that next time the available slot comes up, you can go. So hopefully the Man City or West Ham or Liverpool game. But
you'll be a fool if you don't send a cardboard cutout as your replacement. Do you know what I mean? Just you gotta get something there.
Do you think we should do that actually for every season ticket that can't go? They can send in a cardboard cutout themselves.
That would be great.
That'd be great. Yeah, there we go. Good idea, Mike. So, looking ahead to our opponents on Sunday, it is a midday kickoff at 12 midday, super early.
Yeah.
And Sheffield United are a side that have picked up 1 point this season so far. And I watched that game. That was against Fulham, and that was just a really weird game. And I think they perhaps should have won it actually from my balance of it. But it's a side that is just devoid of all confidence at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, but in the same respect, that kind of worries me because they're due a performance, a win. How'd you see it go, Jack?
If we'll be pretty much full strength next week, as I recall. So, for I'm confident going into the game, knowing that how we've been playing and just how consistent we've been, and now how much better we are with Danny.
Yeah.
So I think we're sort of the team that they don't want to be playing right now because it's going to be a hard game for them.
Yeah.
Like I said to you just before we went on, I'm so much more confident about this game this year than last year. It's just a different side. So it's they've got 1 point. In my mind, I'm not too shooketh about Sheffield.
Yeah. Because what was the result? Was it 3-1? The result last season? Was it 2-1?
Yes.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1. And that was a great performance from us, and again we sort of took advantage of a not so great performance. So yeah, I can, this is one of those games where if we're in form and we're playing like we have done, with a bit of freedom, a bit of confidence, then this could be a bit of a show for the returning fans. So let's hope it is the case.
That is the slight worry, isn't it? Is fans at home in St. Mary's. That's where.
Let's talk about that.
That's where the biggest worry lies.
So we need to address these very, very lucky candidates, which are worthily going back to St. Mary's. Long-time season ticket holders go to many, many away games. I would certainly hope
that first game, just by that alone, should be lit.
Yeah,
the first one should be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's going to be because they're allowed to sing, aren't they?
That's what I've seen. I saw the games on the weekend and they were jumping on each other, so I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Yeah, good luck with trying to control that. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be a great atmosphere on Sunday. The returning fans there, but if I hear the slightest hint of anybody booing with a back pass to the keeper, this channel's going to go off. It's just going to go nuts on it because obviously that's not what we want to see, and it's not helpful. It's not,
no. But I think being able to watch the game at home and be able to hear analysis and probably get more input. People probably know more about our team now than when we were at the game because you're just taking in all the punditry that you can because you miss it so much. So I think people now know how we play, and we understand what we're doing. So we can watch that game and think, oh, look, we're knocking it about at the back, playing really, really well. And the good thing about the way we knock it about at the back is it's not sluggish really anymore. It's not. It's tight and consistent, and we're not gonna lose the ball at the back unless McCarthy does something stupid and makes 2 great saves. Yeah, that's just sort of the way we work now. So people, I think, they'll be more forgiving because of the position we're in. That's obvious. That's the thing, and also they're just going to be back. So I think the atmosphere, especially the first few games, is when it starts to get into our tier that I'm going to start to worry. When it's just me and you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just making lots of noise. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, we've learned a lot more about the systems, the patience that's involved in that kind of holding possession and working all the way from the back. I mean, I still think we're the best side in the Premier League. Clip this up, YouTube. I think we're the best side in the Premier League to play out from the back at the moment. I don't see anybody else playing with such confidence from the back.
That's mainly because
I said it live on air.
It's because Van Dijk's not playing, though, isn't it? That's mainly why that is that.
Maybe.
But yeah, okay. I'll accept that.
Even when it makes me feel really nervous when I see us literally just roll the keeper, McCarthy rolling.
But that's because we're trained, that. That sensation you have when you're in bed and you think you're falling and you stop yourself. That's every Southampton fan with pass backs. We all have that. No, don't do that.
Exactly. Romeo doing back heels in our own penalty box.
At least I say his name in vain, but Yoshida used to do it so much. And then he took out of his team and he became the best player to ever grace our club. I haven't said his name in a while.
Go on, chat. Let it out. Yeah. Still waiting for that testimonial. Still waiting for that.
Yeah, well, he's still kicking the ball somewhere, isn't he?
Yes, indeed. So, moving swiftly on to our score predictions, and I can already see a few going in the chat section. Thanks for those. Keep them coming and stick them in, and we will read them after me and Jack have given you our own score predictions. Now, the last game, you predicted a 5, didn't you?
That doesn't sound like something I would say.
You went 5-0. I went 2-0, and I gave the minutes of the goals, and it was completely wrong. But either way, I was slightly closer. You don't get any points for that.
You're not getting any points for that. No scores on the doors.
But it's definitely your go to go first. So, Jack.
Did you even get a goal scorer right?
No. Nope.
You have no faith in Vestergaard.
I didn't even think that Ings was going to be on the pitch, if I was completely honest. So,
but when he did, just the earth shook.
That's fascinating. Come on, Jack. What are you thinking?
Going to be? Well, the score is going to be 3-0 to Southampton. Because who doesn't love a 3-0 home win?
Yeah, that'd be a statement, wouldn't it?
That's what you want to see.
Yeah. All right, you're going 3-0.
Yeah, what are you saying? Come on, give it to me.
I'm going to go 3-0 as well.
Woohoo! Yeah. It's happening.
Yeah, I think. I think I'm going to go 3-0. I was going to say 2-0, but I think considering we've got a fully fit squad back, I'm hoping the news that Danny Ings has signed his contract and Bertie signed his new contract will also lift the club. Has that been confirmed yet?
I've not seen it confirmed anywhere, but
very close.
I've seen every article in the world saying to be confirmed. This is coming. It's going to happen. It's mainly like you say, just in case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in case.
So there we go. Me and Jack are both going for a 3-0 win. I've forgotten to put up the clever little. It says score predictions. Where's that?
So ideally, I want a Danny Ings hat trick. But do you think the better feel good factor would be a Danny Ings brace and a James Ward-Prowse free kick? What's the better story?
Prowsey free kick would be nice.
Just another one, so he goes second.
Yeah, are you going to go Danny Ings hat trick though?
You would I would like a Danny Ings hat trick. Big home comeback for the fans. It would be great. But I think the better show is a Danny Ings brace and a James Ward-Prowse free kick. Or a Vestergaard header. Something, that's the new flavour. We haven't tried that at home yet. You know what I mean?
Vestergaard header.
Yeah, everyone can have a little taste of that. Like, oh, zesty. Something new on the menu. I like this.
Yeah. Okay. Right, so that's what we're going for. We're going for a Danny Ings brace and a Ward-Prowse free kick.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Let's do it. Right, let's have a look at some of these score predictions in the chat section, starting with Chester Medusa. 4-0 easy win. Look at that.
Brave. I love it.
Oliver Smith is going for a 2-0 win, slightly more reserved. Charlie Taylor is joining us. So he's just moved that. There's two that have come in there. He's gone for a 3-0 or maybe a 5-0, and then he's put or maybe a cheeky 9-0. But that'd be something, wouldn't it? That'd be nice to do that. Tom's going for a tight 1-0 Saints win. Tom, seriously, come on.
Why are you trying to hurt us, man? Look at all the fun everybody else is having.
We're at home.
Everyone's doing the Macarena, dude, and you're just stood there drinking water. Grow up. Come on. Get on the dance floor.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion. There we go. It's a 1-0 from Tom. Let's see. And that's it. That's it for them. So, other news with the contract thing. Here we go. Jack has said it's virtually been agreed, the Ings deal. There we go.
Not until I see that picture.
Yeah, exactly. Holding up the shirt.
Yeah, that's what. Until you see that, it's not happening.
W Rose 04 has got a Romeo hat trick written all over it.
Damn straight.
I'd love that.
And if he did, and on a yellow card.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't be impressed by the hat trick. I'd be impressed by the yellow card. That on top of that would really butter my biscuits. I'd like that a lot.
Okay, that could be a bonus one. What minute of the game on Sunday is Romeo getting a yellow card? There we go.
3, and then
I'm going to go for the 21st minute.
No, I like it. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. And obviously, in the as I mentioned earlier in the show, me and Jack sadly did not get tickets. I went on that earlier. If you happen to get tickets, let us know in the chat signal. Looks like Ollie Smith has got tickets. Well, good for you, man. Fantastic.
Didn't want to go anyway. Didn't want to go anyway. I got work. I'd much rather have the money. Do you know what I mean?
Jack, you are literally the worst liar. Here's one. Look, Vestergaard bicycle kick. That's what this channel's about.
That's it. That's it.
Hit it. Bicycle kick. Go forward.
Go forward.
No, we've gone on from there.
Clever girl.
There we go. Right. Well, any more thoughts on the other games of football that you've seen over the weekend?
What did I watch over the weekend? I didn't watch an awful lot. Oh, sorry, I did watch Manchester United crash and burn out of the Champions League. In a performance, I thought, whoa, Ollie's getting fired.
Yeah.
It was. He played 3 left backs in that game.
Wow.
He took he took Tellez off before Shaw, even though they needed the creativity. So he took the fast one out, realised that didn't really work, and then Luke Shaw got tired, so they put him out, and they had to put Brandon Williams in, and they had to do that whilst they were 3-2 down. They really needed that other goal.
Oh my goodness!
It was just like, what's going on? This is like I said after we played them, you know, it's their performance against us would have lifted them because they needed a win,
right?
But it didn't mean anything. I knew it wouldn't. I knew it wouldn't be the start of a run, and then it's just straight back down again. He's the most inconsistent man in the world.
Well, his squad is just unmanageable, and it's just
it's 2-1 odds that he's the first one to go this season. So put them bets on. It's bad money, yeah. And then the whole Pogba stuff is.
That's what it is. For those that haven't seen the news, basically Pogba came out, or his agent came out and said that effectively he wants to go in the next transfer window. He needs a change of air, and I think he's trying to fish for another deal.
And I think that was another thing that added to that game.
Right.
That would have been the game to bench Pogba and win without him and show him, you know, the club doesn't need you, so get humbled. But instead, he was 3-2 down, and he had to bring him on. He's just like, I got no other options. I got to get the guy who hates me on.
Yeah, exactly. What's he supposed to do? Yeah, he's damned if he plays him. He's damned if he doesn't.
Get him on, whatever.
David's asking here, who do you think the next manager to be sacked in the Premier League will be?
Him.
There we go.
Even Wilder at Sheffield United, I see him. I don't see him being fired, even if they get relegated. Because he's got he has more of an idea than Ollie.
Oh, yeah.
No, do you know what I mean? They're sat there, bottom of the league, 1 point. I think he's a better manager.
Right. In terms of what he's trying to do and what he's trying to put together, it's just a case of who else they're going to get in. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by this comment here. Honestly, I'd take Pogba if you wanted club change. That'd be a funny mix. I don't think.
I'd go on record saying that. I'll go on record saying Romeo's having a better season than Paul Pogba.
Yeah, I'd be quite confident in saying that.
Just saying that. Just saying. If you had to give on current form alone, if you had to give me one of them, I'd choose Oriol Romeo over Paul Pogba.
You sort of sounded sober when you said that, Jack.
I sobered up mid-sentence. I was like, you don't mean this.
I guess the big game over the weekend would have been the North London derby. Did you catch any of that game? That was a weird game of football.
It's a very strange game of football. As you know, Mike, I'm a big fan of Poop-Hauser in football, and I kind of love Jose right now.
Did you love the way he congratulated Mikel Arteta in his performance?
I'm loving every minute of it because he is just going around sniffing his own farts. He is loving it. Like top of the league with Tottenham and you're pulling away on points. It's like, oh my God, he's loving it.
Yeah.
Bale's not even playing that much. Wait.
I know, right? They're playing the weirdest system, and effectively, I think that over that course of that game, they had 33% possession, and I think in the second half they had 25% possession.
I just kind of love seeing this guy sort of have this little renaissance. Like everyone's given Jose a lot of grief since United, and it's fun just to see this King of London back in London killing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny because it's the big clubs he's knocking.
The only concern I've got is, of course, that I don't care. It's Tottenham, but they're not seeing particularly attractive football. They're kind of just sort of parking the bus.
But that's Jose football. That's how you win. Yeah. That's how you win. It's tried and tested.
Yeah.
And you look at even like United season where he came second. That was a close season,
right?
And who's giving him that competition this season? It's good. It was a fine margin season, and if it comes down to it, it might be the guy who's been there before that's going to win it.
Yeah. My goodness. Yeah.
That's just how I'm feeling about it.
There was one other negative thing that was highlighted, which was, have you seen that technique that Harry Kane's doing, where he's backing into players and getting a free kick, but is actually causing a foul himself, but getting a foul from doing it? There's a bit of a...
I've always said Harry Kane is a cheat, and he falls over easy. That is Harry Kane. I would say he's better recently because he's rounded out the rest of his game. I could stand a cheat if he's wicked at everything else.
Right.
And the past few seasons, that's all he's been doing. But you can't deny this season the through balls, the assists that he's given Son. His all-round game is terrifying. I'm still shook from when they beat us. To be honest, I'm like, that's what they're capable of.
Yeah.
Against everyone.
Yeah, Harry Kane and Heung-min Son are absolutely devastating players up front, and
and Højbjerg,
he's doing the work for them. He's doing the job. So he was brought there to do exactly that purpose, and he's doing it very well. So.
I look at that and I'm like, fair play to him. He's doing what he said he was going to do, and we win no worse from it. It's not like he's left us high and dry. We got a great player out of it.
Exactly. Oh, look at that! My camera's gone. Hey, we're back. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, there we go. That was the quick recap from me and Jack about the Premier League over the weekend. I'm just going to see if there's any more final questions in the chat session for us to go through. What's we talking about? Romeo. Do you think Romeo will ever get a red card in a Saints career? It'd be wonderful that if he didn't, and then he got one in his testimonial. I'd love that.
Oh, just like the last day.
He was just allowed to get 7 yellow cards in one game just to grant him the freedom of the pitch. Another question. Sorry, I didn't even let you. You need to answer that, Jet. Do you think Romeo will ever see red?
I agree, but I would like the last bit of it to just be on the last game of the season, and he walk up to whichever team's captain it is, and he just punch him and then walk off the pitch, and that's how he ends it. Just like back.
There we go.
89th minute, just go up to him and say, "Good game, back."
He's stored it up for his entire Saints career. Here's another one here. Do you think Spurs will win the league?
Right now, they're my favourites to win it.
Really? Wow. Yeah. Okay.
I just know the way Jose plays football, and they're playing that style of football for him. And I look at the teams around him. City's nowhere. City are not going to get close, I don't think. I know Aguero came back and scored first game, but how long does that last?
Mm-hmm.
They seem to have an issue of rushing him back and then him going straight back out again. So I see them like coming back up and being up there, but I don't see them challenging for top.
Yeah.
Liverpool are still on shaky ground. I don't see Chelsea getting up there.
Really?
And no. I mean they're getting better for sure, but again, I still think this is going to be a
defensive issues.
A third place season for them. And then it would be Leicester would be the next team you're talking about, and they're only a point above us.
Yeah, I don't see Leicester.
Which comes to my next point. So I think our title run is going to be pretty good.
I'm going to stick with 7th. I'm going to be confident.
Man, we're so good now at getting points out of bad games. So that's how you win a league. It is.
And That's where, I think Liverpool picked up quite a few points recently from not playing particularly good football. They were very impressive against Wolves, though.
Yeah.
That was quite a good performance here. Joe, I want Chelsea to win. I don't like Liverpool and Spurs, bottle it every year. No one's like Liverpool for obvious reasons. Yes, they come and steal our players. Do you want Chelsea to win, or do you think Chelsea will win? That'd be my question for you. I actually, in my preseason predictions, I actually put Chelsea to win the league, and I think it's Chelsea and Tottenham have equal opportunity to win the league, and by the way they're playing at the moment, I think Chelsea are playing a lot more exciting football than Tottenham. But it's wide open, and it's nice to have that, I think.
Who did I say would win the league?
You said Liverpool.
I mean, it could
It
still happen.
shocked me.
Still happen. Yeah, well, Chelsea shocked me. And 7th place for Southampton really shocked me.
Because where did you put Saints?
I put 10th.
10th.
And now that's same.
Shame.
Yeah, but now look how much we're overachieving. And I'm like, oh.
I know, right? It's always the case, how happy you are. It's expectation versus reality, and you are literally in cloud 9 right now.
It's like for the last 26 years, I've raised the dumbest kid, and suddenly he's getting B's.
Yeah,
I'm just like, what? I didn't know he could read.
Yeah,
so it's right.
So here we go. I think they'll nick at this opportunity. Still talking about Chelsea. They're not on title form, but stay out there, I reckon. Yeah. Well, there we go. It's wide open. It's wide open. There was another question here that I'm going to end on because we're in December. Is the January transfer window as normal?
I would assume so. It's
come
around fast, hasn't it?
So we need to wrap up Yannick Vestergaard and hide him somewhere for the next 30 days. I was going on a chat session. I lost my question. Here we go. Do you think we'll make any big signings? Signing. It's very difficult to type these chat sections. What do you think our activity is going to be in January, Jack?
I could see maybe us getting someone to cover Kyle Walker-Peters.
Okay.
I can maybe it's just another wing back of some sort. Maybe someone that can switch, that can play both sides. Doesn't mind playing both sides.
Yeah.
I think that would be a smart thing to get. You would almost say another centre back because of the invisible man, but he was on the bench on the weekend, and I could maybe almost kind of a little bit maybe see him starting on the weekend because it is maybe a nicer game for him to start off with. A test. It's not like he can't be subbed off and they can't change it. So
ahead of who?
Maybe Bednarak.
Yeah,
or depending on it depends how they play it. Maybe they put him into they play 5 at the back again, and they can play with him in the free so he can get used to the team. They just I don't know. Yeah. He might be wicked. Imagine if he's just the business.
Yeah,
you never know. But you never know.
Yeah, we don't really have any cover for those left or right back positions. I mean, we have Jan Valery, we have Jay Vokins in those positions, but I don't know. It could be
I would have thought I would have maybe seen them in 1 or 2 more games if I to be more confident about them guys.
Right, at least on the bench or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the issue with Kyle Walker-Peters on Monday night. He's just exhausted from too much game time.
I could kind of maybe see us going for another striker.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just because it's been okay with
that was by the way, I just made a weird noise.
It was it's been okay with Walcott up front when Danny got injured, but it's not been the same.
No.
And it's quite clear that he doesn't want to start long. He doesn't want long to start the games. And Obafemi's nowhere to be seen. So it would be maybe good to see us go for another young striker.
Yeah. Saint 194 has made a comment here that I was thinking about earlier. Brandon Williams on loan from Man United.
I would like Brandon Williams, but I think Ollie likes him too much because he plays them all the time. So I think as long as Ollie's there, I don't think Brandon Williams is going anywhere.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Good shout. But yeah, no, going back to the striker thing, it's weird that Obafemi's gone completely missing from any kind of favour from Ralph. But when Shea Adams is playing the way he is, and Danny Ings is fit, and you've got Theo Walcott available, who's playing at 50% off wages, then why wouldn't you play him? So
exactly, but don't you think the games would have been stronger again? You could have had Walcott on the bench and Gineppo on, or then you could have rotated them. Like we were saying, how the squad depth lacks, and I think just that an extra striker might just fill out the gaps where we need it a little bit.
Yeah.
Even if it is like maybe an attacking midfielder who can push up a bit forward or play behind Shea and feed it through, sort of do what Kane does for Sodden now, so that can feed the ball through. Like just feel that role a bit better, so we're not relying on Walcott, who, let's be honest, he's missed quite a lot.
Who? Walcott?
Walcott, there's a lot of games now where he has a shot and it just doesn't hit the target. There's not a lot of his shots on target ratio must be pretty poor. I think the only shot he must have had on target is the one that went in.
Yeah.
And then the one that hit Vestergaard and went in.
Yeah, that's true. Excellent. Right. There we go. Someone's going to the Saints shop on Sunday to get their shirt. On Saturday, rather. Look at that. We were talking about that off air, actually. We were wondering whether these new shirts, which won't have the Under Armour sponsor on, are actually going to be better quality than the original Under Armour ones that were put out. So, Jack, you're getting your replacement, aren't you? So you'll be able to tell us. And then I get one or not. I'll get one anyway.
I mean, you might as well get one. My question is, which one should I get more than anything else? Because I can get any of them apparently. So I don't know whether I want two of the home kits or am I going to go for the third? Because the club seem to love the third kit.
Yeah, absolutely. We are never going to wear that blue kit by the looks of it. So unless we're playing Man United away and Arsenal away, I would guess.
And Sheffield United away.
Yeah.
Apart from that.
But yeah, Sheffield United away. Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Maybe Newcastle.
Yeah, I could see Newcastle.
Because it's got the white in it.
Yeah.
There we go. So we're going to go through a whole period of just wearing that blue kit away. So get ready for it. Jack, Tom is intrigued by your shirt. I mentioned earlier in the before we went live. Actually, that's a pretty cool Ghostbusters t-shirt. It's not Pompey related. It's just got who you're going to call Yannick Vestergaard.
Yeah, it's a comfy tee. It's a comfy tee. I mean, they've not drawn Yannick very well. It's a bit offensive to him. His cheekbones are way better than this dude's.
That's a very off-season Yannick Vestergaard. Yep. Before he cuts weight for the beginning of the season.
I would love that. I would love it if he just finished the last game and just starts pounding 5 guys.
And I keep saying this, but I really will finish with this question here. Would you rather a top 5 finish or a run in the cup and maybe win?
I would like a European holiday next year. So
top 5.
Yeah. It's a hard one, isn't it? Because every part of me wants to see us. I want to go to Wembley. I want to see us lift the trophy. I want, it's something that never happens for us.
Mm-hmm.
But then, could we do that in Europe?
Yeah, absolutely. I would also say, unless we actually win the cup, I would like to see us finish top 5. Would be incredible, especially with the clubs. We're sort of in a mini league at the moment with Wolves, Everton, Leicester.
And also, I would love to see how we play in the Champions League. Oh, not Champions League. If we play in Europa under Ralph's management, I love to see us playing in Europe with Ralph. I think that'd be loads of fun. I think if I would love to see us play some Bundesliga teams, I would like that. I think those matches would be really fun to watch.
Yeah, I think it would be. Yeah, like you say, it'd be great to see Ralph go up against opposition like that in European contention. So I'm with you on that. So there we go. Well, there we go. Me and Jack, going back to the Sheffield game, we are both going for a 3-0 home win for the Supercontinent. We are sadly not attending, but we wish all of those who are attending a great time on Sunday. And make sure you bring the volume, bring the noise, and cheer on the lads, as I'm sure you will. And as always, any final words, Jack?
I hope somebody went through the effort of writing some new chants and some new songs for the comeback. That'd be nice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to hear some hit. You know their time away. You know that their time away in lockdown wasn't poorly spent. They were there working on the new classics.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm listening out for.
We'll be looking out for them. I'll be doing the live watch along. It'll be pretty casual, so more than welcome to come and join me. We'll probably do a post-match thing later on in the day when you're free, Jack. We'll figure that out.
I can do I might be able to do a really sketchy halftime one in the loft. No, I think it'd just be funny in the loft. You know what I mean? At work, just. I'll get Andy on the show. It'd be great.
You'll be a customer. Like, there you go. I'll be with you in one moment. This is important.
I remember that during one of the World England games in the World Cup that I had it on upstairs, and I had a good 5 or 6 people just sat around the computer upstairs, like, yeah, this is the best shop I've been. Yeah, this is flying sheet music. This is what I'm about.
Exactly. That's what we're doing. Right. Well, thanks to everyone who joined us in the chat section. It's been a fun one again tonight. Jack, as always, thanks for joining us. Thanks to everyone who's participating. And I've still got a comment up here. Hang on, let me put that down. As always, please remember to like this video, smash the subscribe button, and me and Jack will see you on Sunday. All right. See ya.
Bye, kids.